Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Duke's head coach told me some great information before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He's past the sticks. Gashing the D on the right. The 30. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Hawaii!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's inside, it's Thurman. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Enough to move the chains. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Dukes will hustle to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Dukes need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. From the gun. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for a crease. It's Rice. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Makes the tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Looking to pass, it's Evans. Flips it out in the flat. Runs through the tackle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top as we get a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Swamped immediately.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Evans. Gets open down the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! A great catch and run for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
That is the score. Hawaii 7, James Madison 6.
Deep in the end zone, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Joyner. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Play action on first down. Moves to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
2nd and long here. Keeps it on the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready? 18, ready. Flip, flip, flip. Go, go.
Handoff to Joyner. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. It's McMillan. Finds his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Turns into the pile. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Looking for the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try to take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it on the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's got enough. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moves the pocket. It's Evans. Looking down the middle. Comes down. It's Collins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over it. And it's a sack. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Left side is Collins. Jumped on top of the pile.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Jones wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Dukes moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming out. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Under pressure, trying to buy time. Still on his feet at the 25. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw on first. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Here comes the Heat. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
They're working that left side. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Joyner. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. And they don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Just got rid of that one.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to. Gonna go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was real.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, there he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. And they can't make the connection.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Snapped on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms. They start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Byers on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. At the 30. Oh, he got loose. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on 1st down. Now, 2nd down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And stress levels have to have spiked after a delay of game backs you up for another 2nd and goal. Rush is on. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incomplete.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Rush right in his face. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Evans. They're all over him. And they got him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. Took it all the way back to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They'll try to add And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Nukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Evans. It's complete to the left.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd down play from the gun. Under pressure. Across the 45. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. The Dukes want to move quickly.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Got the 1st himself. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. The 20.
I just love the fact that the defense is... still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
18, red 18.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
James Madison, 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Joyner. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
James Madison, 13.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Evans. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. First down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Dropping back, it's Evans. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Firing deep. Caught. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From deep, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After this, it'll be a wrap. Handoff, Joyner running left. Got enough for the first down. Still running at the 40. And there they go again.